Welcome to Sanctum with Eve. I'm Eve, and I'm doing mini lessons, mini summaries of I Ching Predictions for 2026. This is June, which is Hexagram 61 and Hexagram 9, Sincerity and Small Cattle. So here we're seeing small cattle again. We had small cattle in March. It was the only energy that we were working with in March. When you see a repetition of this kind of energy, the first time we saw it in March was an initiation. It was an observation of where are these different things out of alignment in our lives and how do we move them towards alignment. This June small cattle is helping us to again identify, number one, what have we done? What is the work that we have done towards identifying the issues that we have and releasing them? And two, where do we still need work? So what has already been released, what is already resolved, and then where do we still need work? How does this fit into the energy with May? In May, under prevailing, we were learning about influence, persuasion, and speaking from the heart. Now, with June, we open with sincerity, and that is an invitation to walk the talk. This energy is teaching us that sincerity is not about virtue, but it is about a lived practice, and it is how we show up in the world on a day-to-day basis. When life unfolds in unexpected ways, how do we maintain the grace, the steadiness, and the open heart? The I Ching reminds us that the world is always going to surprise us. Change is a constant. Anything can happen at any time. That's a positive. The lesson of sincerity is learning to see life as it is and not how we wish it to be, while being honest, remaining honest and kind in our words and our actions. It's going to be awesome. Midway through June, we are going to shift again energetically back to small cattle. So as I said, we experienced this in March, and that was the initiation. And now we are having the integration. This is your second time with the energy of small cattle. You can hone in on the lessons that are still needed to integrate what it is that you have learned. So where are you more prepared to take small steps to resolve something? Where do you feel ease and discomfort being in this particular energy? The ease shows you what you have accomplished. The discomfort shows you spaces that may need to be tended to. If sincerity clears the ground by stripping away illusions, small cattle offers you the opportunity to refine your responses and reactions to conflict. So again, conflict is coming back up. As you saw previously, there is more conflict in this hexagram than in most of the hexagrams in the entire I Ching. That's wild, right? And we get it twice in 1 year. The collective is asking you to really, really get clear about your values and integrity of action and thought. So when conflict comes, you are able to be exactly who you want to be. If you've ever been in conflict and observed yourself behaving in a way that you didn't think was possible, whether that is towards a positive in your mind or a negative in your mind, this allows you to continue to grow towards whatever it is that is positive about your behaviors during conflict, and continue that work and release whatever it was that you perceived to be negative about the conflict and your behaviors in conflict. So that's the work of this month. And I feel like that tells you everything you need to know, right? Many conflicts over and over again. And that could be M-I-N-I or M-A-N-Y, however you want to see many. The journey from sincerity to small cattle is one of refinement, and it is through reality. Sincerity is all about being in your truth. Small cattle tests the truth. through friction. Together, they form a practice of grace under pressure. Refinement is not about punishment. It is about precision. And every time you respond to a conflict with awareness instead of reaction, honesty instead of defensiveness, you are going to strengthen your inner alignment. And this is what is so remarkable about getting small cattle twice in 1 year. How do you move through an extensive storm with your integrity intact? That's incredible. You will know that the energy is shifting into July's wind when persistence and gentle clarity take over, like a steady breeze dissolving fear and doubt, until you feel that everything you do is making progress. All aspects of your life are moving in the direction that you desire. Things are happening, finally. Yay! So there's a break after all this hard work. Next month, we have a break. Thank you, July. And I will see you in the next video for the talk about wind in July. Thank you for joining Sanctum with Eve.